Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for the Star Cup. After taking a week off, we are glad to be back here. This is Greg Jennings, T-Bone, and XOD, the Mercedes team, joining you from the booth track side here at Imola for round 5 of the Star Cup. I did miss out on the last round, Austria, but it was an exciting race. Saw some clips from it, T-Bone being one of them. Bouncing off the pit lane barrier. That was incredible, incredible talent on display. And we're looking forward to this one. We got some interesting drivers as always in this grid. Some familiar faces. For the most part, I think there's just one driver I don't recognize in all of these. And we're looking forward to more of this championship. It is getting very, very competitive up top with Lihava Mato being the leader in the Haas with 62.7 points ahead of the nearest driver, which is Bella, and he's always looking to put up a good fight. Followed by Formula Olive, or in this uh, game, he's called Oliver Spare. He's just behind them as well. Good race away, and he'll be in the lead. You never know. XM is right there with 39 points. XOD with 38, the leader for the Mercedes team so far. And overall, just a tight competitive championship so far. And we also have the return of the one, the only Fuego Mall. Just want to give a shout out to him for coming back. It's good to see him back in here. And he's looking to fight and get as high up in this grid as possible. And we'll see what he's been up to and what he's got tonight. But looking forward to him in the Alpine. And then anyone else? The Fred, 1974. Never heard of him before. We'll see what he gets up to in the McLaren alongside Bella. And we'll also see what happens in this qualifying session here. T-Bone, do you read me from the garage? What are we looking forward to from you in this qualifying session here?
Lots of focus, lots of focus. No, I don't know, man. I haven't really done any practice laps and stuff. I kind of use this as a platform to build my strategy. So yeah, shout out to you, Greg, man. I'll be checking back in. Sorry, I'm just a little caught up right now. I noticed another one walked in the booth too. So shout out to XOD, took your dogs, and thanks to Greg, man.
Yeah, another one pulling up a chair here. Welcome to the live broadcast. We just started the race here. I think he needs an invite to the session, gentlemen. But he'll be here momentarily. We are here at Imola. Another one. How are you tonight? Thank you for joining.
I'm good. I'm good. Should be exciting stuff down here at Imola. So, hard racing, a long DRS straight. Sure, the boys are gonna get feisty.
Yeah, Imola's got a little bit of everything, and the possibilities are truly endless with the weather as well. It really does rain here quite often, so we'll see what happens in the race. But for now, we're looking dry, and this track really demands a lot of confidence and just trust in your car. There's some very high speed corners here, and also some low speed ones to catch you out, and some tough track limits in places as well. So it's going to be a challenge for these drivers just to set a good lap here as always in qualifying, but we'll see what everyone gets up to. Another one has now arrived, and he's here. And now we're looking forward to who does what and how will this grid start, because it really is important here. It is not the easiest track to overtake. However, the DRS can be very powerful if used properly and in the right moments, along with the ERS. So we'll see what the drivers get up to.
A lot of promising drivers throughout the field too. Guys like DRS always in the mix for something. Just has to get out of his own way really. BRZ always a contender. He always has pace. Formula Olive as well. Top form, leading the championship.
Yo, and hey, another one just to confirm your voice is shared.
Yeah,
Sure.
Oh
naturally,
yeah, it's
Okay, all
naturally.
cool.
good, all
It's
good, all
cool.
good. Like to always double check.
Mhm.
Oh, we're,
Mhm.
we're watching Fuego Mal there. Sorry, gentlemen. We were watching Fuego Mal. He just went off the track there. Had a purple Sector 1, but he was obviously one of the first drivers to set a Sector 1 lap time. So his lap's going to be abandoned for now.
Welcome back, Fuego.
Yes.
BRZ on the other hand, and the Williams on a flyer.
Got the Sauber in front. Hopefully it's out of the way. Oh, could be dicey.
And
That was ski to bike.
good thing it's the start of this session. We'll get more laps later on.
BRZ hasn't validated as well
Yep, that was right there. Yep.
because of
I'm sure
that.
he's upset.
Oh man, that's not a good way to start things. Formula Olive is now starting his hot lap. Oliver Spare, 14. He's got some good qualifying pace underneath him, and he's really put some races together recently. So as long as he's consistent, he can get up in this championship battle.
Definitely keeping the car planted through this first sector there. It looked really, really clean through there.
Now we see him fly up the hill after that really, really tight left-hander. Really difficult on the traction sometimes. And this corner right after it is also one that can really catch you out as you go up and down the hill. And now up Aqua Minerale, definitely the toughest corner on the circuit, in my opinion.
Greg, what's your preferred tire strategy around here for the viewers?
Great question, T-Bone. Like I mentioned, the weather is always a factor, so of course you're paying attention to that. But assuming it's dry, you really can't go wrong with either medium hard or hard medium. I don't think the soft tires are particularly the best. You really only want to use them if it's the end of the race, kind of safety car situation, as
Pole
Olive
position.
improves to a 14.5. But I would say medium hard, Bone, but I know you like those hard tires first, so I think that'll treat you well as
Oh,
well.
someone in the
Yeah, that's
wall.
probably what I'm. So what
Olive
do you
with a
think the
big
hard?
step past DRS Maestro there, 14.5. What is everyone else up to here? Bella's on a lap, I believe, just starting one.
I
Fuego
think
Ball up to
BRZ is
P4.
finishing one as well.
Oh yes, right. BRZ now trying to do another lap here after we saw what happened the first time. Crossing the line, and he's right there in
On
P2.
older tires, I think that's a pretty good lap.
Yes, definitely. Some more time to find, I'm sure, for him if he can get that lap together. T-Bone's on his hot lap going up the hill now.
Oh boy.
And yeah, let's
Nothing
see
to
what
see
Not
here in
feeling
Bella's...
the
Mudpit.
confidence through the car there, we could tell.
Bella is right behind T-Bone as well on a hot lap. So I think Bella might have had an issue on his first try, or at least he was a bit later. He's purple through sector 2.
That Mercedes is going to give the McLaren a nice tow here.
Yeah, it's working
Down
out
the
nice.
hill into the double left-hander into the main straight. Bella, I think, might be on for a pole.
Purple through sector 2. What will it be? Oh, he invalidated right on the straight there.
No.
What happened there? Oh
no.
You don't usually
Oh.
see that.
And I wish the game would tell us what the lap could have been. I mean, my goodness.
Leader spinning out. We just caught that. Yeah, that I think that was a good looking lap from what we could see. Leader just waiting for a moment to get back on the track here. Shout out to Leader, always pushing in the Red Bull. Oh, another one I think might have disconnected there. Not quite sure what happened. He'll be back momentarily, folks. So Bella invalidated again. So maybe I think he has to pit here and just kind of abandon this first set of tires. I think he's put a lot of laps on them now, but we'll see what he does. Maybe he'll go for one more lap here. He's a key player in the championship alongside Lihava Mato, who has not set a lap time as of now, but he is currently doing it. Purple through sector 2, which is obviously a good sign. Those are some very tough corners. And now down the hill towards this double left, which can be very easy to catch you out. You don't want to ruin your lap here and go over those white lines. Lihava is now through the final corner cleanly, and this will be a good lap from him, I think. Another one is back in the booth. And Lihava's in P4, about an 8 tenths off Olive's 14.5, which is looking very strong as of now.
Apology for my little absence there. Had to go talk to my driver XM, get him ready for his quali lap.
That's good inside information. So we'll keep an eye on XM as always. And Bella's trying to set this lap here. I think he's had some difficulty. And his first one looked really good, but now his tires are worn. He just wants to get something on the board. Some traffic ahead. Mercedes just getting out of the way there. Kicking up some dirt. Some virtual dirt in Bella's face. Now Bella through the chicane, which you can really, really cut and attack aggressively, but it's also very easy to just overstep the mark and get a warning there as well.
So far, the times are really split. I mean, you got 14s, 15s, 16s, 17s. We're not going to speak on the 19s. I'm sure that's not really the true pace for
or
those
the
guys.
34s.
Yeah.
Oh, the 34 is gone. Leader Liebig has
just
improved.
got taken off the board. There we go. Yeah.
So Bella's in P5 also, by the way. So he's got something good, relatively, with some older tires there. XM now. You mentioned him, giving him a little bit of a motivation there. He's in the Aston Martin, looking to finish off his lap here.
With a bit of a tow from a Ferrari. Yep.
A little bit of a tow, that's for sure. And XM is into P10 for now.
There we go.
Yeah, as you mentioned, there is a little bit of field spread.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure there's a lot of time to be found. A lot of the guys probably just making sure they get a time on the board, not trying to overdo it. It's easy to get over those white lines.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot of penalties in the race ahead. It's a tough track for that. Looks like the Fred, the newcomer in the McLaren. Purple through Sector 2, according to the minimap.
Well, he should be. He has no more ERS left.
Yeah, he's going to have to lose a little
really
bit of time
hit
here.
His apexes here.
Yeah. But we'll see what he does in the end through the chicane.
He took the chicane pretty well.
He is in the harvest mode, though. You can see that red light flashing.
Yep.
So the car is
So what
struggling.
happens when you get below 10%?
Now, crossing the line. What will it be? 16-0.
Still a good lap. McLaren 5-6.
Not bad at all. Right, yeah, right behind his teammate for now. Which can be a detriment sometimes, especially if you're caught in a safety car and you're trying to pit at the same time.
That's true. That's true. It's always good to try to move up the field, though, with your teammate, knowing you don't have to worry about someone behind you. It's just looking forward.
That's for sure, yeah. It definitely makes sense to, make the race a little bit easier for each other if there is an opportunity to work with one another. As now Olive is on his second hot lap here, looking to improve from the current pole time, which is a 14.5, excuse me. And now, Leader Liebig has retired. Purple Snack has retired. Can't quite see.
Saving some soft compound tires for the race in case of safety cars.
Yeah, I think those were in the pit lane. I don't see anyone crashing or anything. Olive, though, improves
and even
further.
faster.
Wow.
Something happened with my AI in Fuego. I was in AI, but his car was around me.
Oh, sorry. We weren't watching. I'm not quite sure.
I don't know.
We were on board with a awesome pole lap right there.
Yes.
Almost breaking into the 13s.
Still one more chance ahead as well. We'll see what he can do when the session is over. Right now, very far ahead of BRZ on bags, but you never know. There might have been a mistake in some of these laps.
Who is now heading out on track.
So we'll see what he does.
To start his last lap.
Hasn't validated there.
Everybody trying to catch Formula Olive at the moment.
Lihava Mato in the Haas, the current championship leader, is now finishing off his hot lap.
Oh, is he? Apologies, I misspoke earlier then. I thought it was Olive.
I think Olive's right there, but yeah, he's not. I don't think he's the leader right now. And Bella's right involved as well. There's kind of three of them up there so far. Lihava Mato crosses the line. Does not find an improvement as far as I could tell.
Greg Jennings. I am going to race engineer for XM. I just wanted to come in here and do the quick little quali, give you
Sure,
some,
sure. All right,
support.
that's fine
But
by me.
thank
We'll
you
see what you
for
two can
having
get up
me in
to.
here. I'll come in any little breaks here and there, say what's up,
All right,
give
sounds good.
some insight.
There you go. So we're now just with the Mercedes team here, currently in P8 and 9, also next to each other on the track, similar to the McLarens.
Making a mistake in sector 3.
We're watching BRZ make a mistake in the first sector and really almost lost the car into the barrier there, but he does recover. Of course, the lap time is over with for now. Is Lihava going to start a lap or is he going to go in? I'm not quite sure. Oh, I think he's going in. Yeah, okay. XOD has recently invalidated, so he's going to have to cross the line again. T-Bone further behind him on the track, slowing down. Looks like XM's cutting the track, trying to get back to the pits as quickly as possible. The time is running out. See, we'll keep an eye on what he gets up to tonight. He's got another one in his ear. So he's got the advantage. I don't think most of these drivers have engineers. I think Lihava has an engineer. But besides that, they're on
We
their
have you.
own. You guys have me, I guess you can call on me. Clip Menzo, I think he recently crossed the line to P7. Or is he on a lap right now? I apologize. I think he's on a lap right now. See if he can improve in the Ferrari. Two minutes and 25 seconds left. You'll see the drivers head out now. Some of them already doing so. Foigomal, Duki, and Zudi. Enzo's got this lap together. He's looking pretty good, but it is invalidated, so that is the end of that. Thank you everyone for joining us though. Shout out to all the viewers, all the drivers watching this after the fact as well, or live. We're here for the Star Cup Round 5. Exciting as always. We'll see which of those championship contenders can make the most of this Imola circuit. Olive is looking great for now. Time is running out though. Everyone is now on their preparation, or at least some of them have started their final lap, but they are preparing for it. Olive is in the barrier. What happened to him? He has lost his front wing. So he is not going to be improving on that very formidable 14-1 he has currently. BRZ on Bags is about to begin his hot lap. I think he's going to be the first of the drivers to do so. And we have a big kind of train of them coming further behind. So can BRZ get closer? Can someone else contest with Olive's formidable lap time? Olive will not have a chance to improve. And BRZ will not either. He has invalidated already in that first sector. And he is off in the corner, in the chicane there. The second part of it, he is retired. Hopefully his car is not in anyone's way as it rejoins the circuit under AI control. But then parks off to the left. That's good to see. That was a big moment there. T-Bone has retired. He will start no higher than P9. Maybe some will pass him. XOD also will not set a lap time here at the end. He's headed back into the pit lane. DRS Maestro. Let's keep an eye on the Maestro as always. He's always a threat in the Star Cup. He's right up there in
Sorry, Greg.
P3
It's
for
just to
now.
the point where it's just easier for me to take my wheel off to make sure my car doesn't come back on track.
Well, I guess if you beach it somewhere out of the way, then it's gonna not move very much because the AI is terrible when they are
It'll find its
driving.
way back. It always does.
It's just ridiculous. So you'll park it a mile away from the circuit, it'll reverse and get back on the racing line.
This setup feels single-handedly just atrocious. I'm not agreeing with the car. The car is not
What's
agreeing
set
with
up? Is it the Maestros?
my setup, bro. It's not agreeing with the car at all. It's not agreeing with the track.
Maybe in the race it'll
Did
feel
you
better.
did you happen to see the weather, gentlemen? Did you see what's coming up?
No rain is forecasted.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Jordan
you
Too
never know.
Wavy walking into the
I made
booth.
it.
Hello, Jordan. You
What's
joined
good,
us.
guys?
As soon as qualifying is ended, hopefully you can get in here soon.
Really? It
Jordan,
ended
your
already?
voice is shared, just to confirm quickly.
Oh, Bone.
Yes, it is.
I think
Got it.
we
Perfect.
might have a problem here. Another one. Is he spectating?
Oh, yeah. So Jordan might have to wait till someone retires. You can watch the
Yeah.
stream.
Oh, that's rough. There's currently not a
Screen
spot in
share?
the
Can you?
session.
I want to say
Yeah,
someone share screen.
Considering
I
that I
can
did
share.
not practice at all, and this is my setup from
I can
2024,
share screen, Jordan, if you
I'm
want.
gonna take fifth.
All
But
right,
like, you're not going to be seeing
Olive.
what Greg's talking about at the front.
Yeah, and I don't think I can share a screen when I'm broadcasting. I'm not
No, I
quite
don't think
Oh,
sure.
you
you can.
can, Greg.
You can. You can. I've done it before.
It won't mess up broadcast.
No, no, no.
I know you can't broadcast somebody else's share screen, but he might be able to share screen to you. So. Guys, don't ready up.
Um,
Please, right away. Give some time. Be thoughtful for the maestro.
there. I think it's going now. Anyway, we'll see if anyone can beat Olive into the first place here. He had a great qualifying session, but of course you got to put it all together in the race, which looking, according to the drivers, dry for now throughout, so no rain coming in.
Clear skies.
So Jordan, you are a Star Cup champion. What are your overall thoughts of the racing here, and what do the drivers have to do tonight to do what you were doing?
From my visual, you know, POV, T-Bone obviously is the worst driver here. But but no, I think it comes down to just consistency for the most part. Because there's a couple guys that I see on the list of drivers that are like who I think should be at the front most of the time, but in the standings they're like P5 or below. So I think it just comes down to just keeping your nose clean and being consistent.
That's very good advice. There's lots of races in the season. Don't want to throw it away. But here we go. We are starting here at Imola for round 5 of the Star Cup. Shout out to HMP. I see your comment there, buddy. But here we go. Now, getting into this turn 1, the drivers will need to be a little bit cautious here. The chicane is difficult to share sometimes. All of those staying in the lead for now, and we have some contact already. DRS
Contact.
Maestro losing his end plate, I believe.
Mercedes just spun out in the background.
Oh, no, DRS is good. It was someone else's car that was damaged. A big moment there
Ooh,
from Lihava, and
Clinton,
someone's in the wall. That's the Fred. Oh, and the safety
safety
car is
car.
out. Wow.
I think he made
God,
contact with the
I
Ferrari.
got fucked up.
I think
So,
that was T-Bone in the background that spun
I
out in the
crashed at the
gravel.
back, yeah.
yeah, T-Bone got bailed out
I
there.
didn't bring out the safety car, though.
Yeah,
Oh my
I
goodness,
think
that
we
was a
saw what
ferocious
happened in the
start.
background. That was crazy.
So everyone's on the medium tire, by the way, besides T-Bone. That's interesting.
That didn't work out.
So I
If
think
I'm
that
any other
was,
guys,
I think that was Lihava. He had like a moment coming out of the chicane, and just kind of swept across the track, and it caught the Fred in a bad spot, and he just went straight into the wall.
yeah, that looks terrible. I think if I'm mediums, I'm staying out though, 100%. It's only lap one.
Absolutely, yeah. The thing is about this place, right? It's track position is very important, and also the pit lane is really, really long. So
Stupid long. It's unnecessarily long. In my
yeah, like
opinion.
it's definitely something you want to minimize, and I think pitting at this early is just a little bit too aggressive. But who knows? Some people are in the lane. That's T-Bone and AZ.
Change my wing. Are you kidding me? Oh
Oh,
my god.
T-Bone,
It's all
no!
yellow. I didn't change. I figured it would
Jeez.
have. That's on me. I just
You be
figured it was
alright.
bad enough it would have.
You might have to pull a Kevwood and go in again.
I will, but it hopefully stays out. Jesus. That's on me, man. But I just assumed they would have because it was pretty bad. For like the whole wing being yellow, I thought only one side yellow. They don't.
Is there
Oh, I
any
see BRZ's
particular
back.
reason
That's
driving
that's new.
Kimmy right now?
Yeah,
It's on
BRZ's
me,
back
but
in here.
hope it doesn't
I
go in
like that.
again.
I like that.
Yeah, he served his band like a man. He's back.
He's feisty.
Redemption arc. Everyone
Uh,
loves a good villain.
I think BRZ could definitely like. He's nowhere near the championship right now, but he can definitely like interrupt Oliver. Maybe bring someone like DRS into play.
He's won a race, I believe, so he's good enough for sure. He's got the pace.
I haven't seen the standings. I have to look at it.
Not this season,
Yeah,
but
so-
last.
right now, another one. Are you there? Are you available?
Yeah.
We
That
we
was
do have
crazy.
we do have an issue, unfortunately, my friend. That race was crazy so far. I agree, but we do need to get Jordan in the session. Is there any way?
I can get him in here right now.
Because it's full, right? Because you're in here.
I think
I
Fred
Fred
can,
got
left.
yeah,
Fred left. Didn't
I can
Fred
just,
leave?
I can.
Oh, did Fred leave? That's true.
Try to invite Jordan now. See if he can get in.
Maybe that'll work
If
out.
not,
then.
I can leave the session. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, like could you like maybe watch his
Mm-hmm.
screen or something? Sorry to
Yeah,
ask,
yeah,
but
I'm watching the share screen.
definitely want to
No,
give
it's
Jordan.
fine. Oh, he's in here.
Send him. Yeah, he's
There we
good.
go.
He's
There we
good.
go. Just want to give Jordan in here a chance to see what's going on a little bit better.
Yep, that would have been no problem.
Appreciate that. But how's the race so far? You
Thank
two
you.
are up to P7.
Yeah, it went great. Everything went to plan in front of us so far. The car's feeling good, looks good, no damage. Made it through cleanly.
Right on. And we're starting on the medium tire like everyone else is. So what are you guys thinking?
Yeah, the hards.
Yeah, hard
the hards
tires,
were not
of
going to
course.
be the tire to
Yeah.
start on. DRS is so crucial here. You lose the DRS train, you'll never get it back. So might as well be on the softer, the two tires, and try to keep up with the rest of the pack.
Right on. So yeah, we're looking forward to what XM can do with another one's assistance.
Well, he's in the
Alright.
car, you know.
Yeah,
I
you
like
know,
this one now.
you're just giving him
Who
some
is that?
advice.
I think
T-Bone
XM
has
with
repaired his wing.
5 places.
Yeah, XM
Yeah,
had a great
XM.
start.
Yeah.
Leader, lead bag, 5 positions. I think a
Safety
lot of
car
those guys
should be
the
in
back.
this lap now.
I think so. It's just T-Bone now catching up. Think he's gonna have enough time. Is
Oh,
it?
He
boys.
should, definitely.
I think it's staying out, or is it not? Didn't say it was going in. At least I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, it's staying out.
One
It
more
should've
lap.
came in this lap.
One
It
more
should've
lap
came in
it
this
is
lap.
then. Who doesn't like to calm down for a bit? Tensions were a little high there at the start, you know? Everybody was a little tense.
T-Bone
Not expecting.
Glad I got.
now just catching the back of the field there. Looks like Purple Snack is pit as well.
Why did he pit? He must have damage.
See what he's up to. He's throwing
That's
another
really
set of
made a good
mediums on.
start, too.
Where was he in the grid? I guess he was in the back anyway. So like,
Yeah. Only
Makes
3
sense.
positions down from where he started as of now. So just getting the fresh set of tires on.
How long can the hearts go,
Leader
Greg?
of 5.
Think.
That's a tough question, Bone. We actually haven't raced
20
here in quite
laps.
some time. But yeah, I think around 20 laps or so. Any more and you're really going to be hurting.
I think mediums last at like 8 laps, and then they start to feel like
Yeah, and then they start to struggle.
And the track limits are so difficult, so if you just
Mhm.
get it a little bit wrong,
Maybe
then
I'll take
you
these
get
hearts
punished.
to a set of mediums.
100%.
Yeah. The softs, like Greg said earlier, they overheat too quickly here. They die.
Honestly,
This track
How many of
shreds
these
the
cars are on
soft
the,
tires. Safety cars
That
in.
one's on the medium. Wow.
I'm gonna go back.
Literally,
Thank you,
every
another
car's
one.
on the medium.
Good luck. All right. So race is about to get underway. We'll see what Oliver does here as the race leader. BRZ right behind him. Oh, making a little bit of a tap there. He's right
I don't
beside
see
Olive. Look at that.
a little Max Verstappen there. It's illegal, but it's a video game, so can't really. I
See
don't
him
think I see an overtake here.
pressuring. He's going to be putting Olive under some pressure here. Olive
Oh,
loses the rear a little bit.
but just gonna burn that battery 100%.
And he's right behind him now on the overtake.
These guys at the back just do. Why are we 4 seconds back?
There's a
Soul
big
rats.
gap. That's right. And that happened there. BRZ in the lead.
What a move. Oh no, that's sad. No position change. Kind of expected that. Unless someone's
Oh!
sleeping, everyone's on the slipstream.
Olive gets back in the lead there through the chicane. We just missed it.
Did he dive bomb him or?
He must have done
Yeah.
something.
Unless BRZ had made a mistake
Possible.
on the exit.
Oh, and he makes one there. Might have got a warning for that one. Those are very precious around here. You do not want to
Those
accumulate them early.
high-speed corners can definitely catch you out if you're pushing too hard.
And BRZ is really pushing. You saw him kind of dive a little bit to the inside. He's off the track again, though.
Yeah, he's probably got 2 warnings now. One more, he's out of there.
Yeah, I think it's going to be catching up to him quickly here. But he is putting Olive under pressure.
Every car from P1 to like, what is that? P8 is nose to tail.
And yeah, everyone in that DRS train, yeah, basically top 8, and then there's kind of a secondary one which is slowly breaking up here. BRZ on bags, going for the move into turn 1, side by side through the chicane, and he's off the track again there.
The curves.
But he's
Let's do that
going
with
for
some
it.
damage.
Dastardly Daddy and Dookie Monker battling further behind. Dookie trying to get back into P11. Got T-Bone trying to recover.
Bro, Soul
Already-
Rat cost us all to be so far back. God.
Now he's on the back of
Now
Solrax,
he's
so we'll
holding
see
it.
what he does here.
Gear bike is all over the back of Dookie.
Yeah, they're kind of
Not
caught up in a
making
battle
moves.
here, side by side. That's
Oh, he backed out of it. That's smart.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, still there? Yeah, that's smart. That's
There he
not a corner
goes.
You want to go side by side.
that's a tough corner. That chicane to
think.
battle.
You would think because it's slow,
Oh.
but
First penalties of the evening, and we're going to see a lot more, I'm sure. Solrak and AZ Racing getting 3-second penalties.
back out the front. BRZ takes the lead again.
And DRS Maestro, it's going to be hard for him to really get involved if they keep swapping first like that. But if they keep that battling up, he might just have an opportunity to sneak in there. And BRZ has picked up
There it
that
is.
3-second. That's big for him. Right now, that would drop him a lot, but of course, lots of time left. Oh,
He
and they're
really
going
does-
side by
Ooh.
side.
I
Oh!
wouldn't do- Ooh.
It's getting feisty up
clean.
here.
Both cars have no grip. It looks like still side by side.
Going for it here
Holding
through
it.
Aqua Minerale.
Oh
And they
my
kind of
God.
make it work, to be honest. Olive into the lead there. That was great. Never
That's
see
bold.
that.
That's a high speed corner. That's really bold.
A little bit of touchy in the rear. Olive still in the lead.
BRZ right on the good box of BRZ. DRS.
DRS is just watching this. Let's see if he can get involved. He's got a lot of battery here.
The Haas is there too now. This could be 3 wide into turn 1, turn 2.
So DRS Maestro trying to get involved in this fight for the lead. And there's a slowing Alpine right in front of him. He had to kind of get on the brakes there. But all is well for now. Olive just trying to slot
Yellow flags.
behind.
It looks like an Aston Martin. He picked himself up.
And Bella is just dropping off in P5. He's going to have a good Sector 2 here and the rest of the lap to get back in the fight. Does not want to fall out of that DRS, as we all know. Oh, and he's gaining there. Looks like he is going to stay with them.
I think they had contact into that.
Yeah, they lost some time there. It's just, they're putting up a huge scrap. I want to try and show the other drivers, but man, it's hard to look away from BRZ and Olive right now.
I can tell you, leader bags on the good box of Zudi right now. Zudi might have got a warning there on the exit. X him on the back of leader.
So he lost some positions from where he was. Down to P10, looking to get back up into that P7 for now. Olive looking to get into the lead. Oh, it's getting pretty rough up here for the lead. BRZ squeezing Olive to the wall there, making it harder than it really had to be. And this is exciting. I'm loving this so far.
DRS is sitting back. He has a full battery. Because I'm sure he could have overtaken BRZ there, but he's just sitting back, let them battle.
Exactly. I think that's the move for now. He's sticking with them easily. Let them fight. You never know what can happen. Be prepared for a car.
Does have a penalty, so there's no need to battle him.
Exactly. We're watching Menzo as well, trying to get with this train, which Bella's just on the fringe of again in front. Leader having a great race, also up to P8.
Yeah, he's been making moves. Big moves. I think he's up he's up 7 spots from where he started. 83 up 8 spots from P17, I believe.
All right, so now top 4 nose to tail. Bella also just out of range there. Maybe Menzo can leapfrog them and get them back with the leaders, but for now, what'll happen up front here? Into turn 1.
We're gonna be side by side through there.
Oh, and there's contact!
And he's round!
BRZ! Losing positions there.
3 seconds for purple snack.
He's trying to hold off Menzo, who's right there. Oh, that was close.
Yeah. If I was BRZ, I would have just tried not to fight too hard. You have 2 seconds. Try to pull away from the slower guys as fast as you can to preserve that 3 second.
Yeah, he's
not
just
over a late safety car.
He's just trying to put up a fight, force others into mistakes, trying to get back in this race. He had good pace so far. Purple snack is out. He's retired in the pit lane. Bella, 3 seconds. Yeah, probably something going wrong there. So now the top 3 have separated. Looks like Bella had an issue there. He dropped positions, as far as I'm aware.
I expected Bella to be fighting for the top positions.
Yeah, he definitely hasn't come together so far. We'll see what happens. Safety cars can bring everyone together. You never know. And DRS Maestro now is into the lead. So he
finally made that move.
Yeah, with BRZ getting having the difficulty there, that allowed DRS to have the next shot at the lead, and he has taken it.
I'm expecting pit stops around lap 12, 13 for those mediums.
The clouds have also rolled in a little bit. Yeah.
It is getting a little gloomy out there.
Yeah, just a little bit, right? And you're right, like the pit stops are going to come up here because you don't want to get undercut too much on this first stint.
Wait, it was a safety car too, so they had 3 laps of just.
That's true. That's
around.
Right. Yeah.
I think they take it to 15, lap 15, 16. The bold ones lose.
So this top 3 has been inseparable, but now the penalties are starting to show up more and more. And we're not even halfway yet.
Oliver with no battery. Still got the slipstream.
Going for it. on the inside of DRS Maestro, who allows him to take that position. Does not want to lose time. Lihava's still with them. BRZ 3.8 behind.
Yeah, if I'm DRS, I'm just gonna just be patient. I think he has more pace than Oliver.
Oh, we're seeing XOD just go to the inside of Menzo there through the chicane, making Menzo think about it.
Bella cut up to XOD
Yeah, Bella's
with
got great pace.
almost a full battery of DRS. He should be alright on the straight.
And the top three are getting further away from BRZ on bags, who has dropped Menzo just a little bit as well. But Menzo is now getting back into that 1 second window just about. XM has a 3 second. BRZ has another 3 second.
At 6.
83, they are piling up.
Yeah, it's like 80% of the grid has something next to their name.
So you mentioned, being consistent, and I think this is a great race to really show that. If you can put a little bit more thought and care into not getting that penalty, and let's just say a safety car or something comes out towards the end, it could really
Yeah,
make
definitely.
your
I
race,
think I want to say it was Mushroom Cup Coda, I believe. I think I qualified P2. I think H&P was P1 after qualifying. It was the race where I think you went out too late and you didn't make the line.
Oh yeah, that was a good
It
one.
was
That
that
was a good
race.
one. Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not even going to push too hard because, like, there's no way I don't finish on this podium starting P2 around Coda. And I think everyone around me had penalties. I think I finished on track like P5 or something like that. And I think there was
Yeah.
a late safety car. And I didn't even try to fight. I was on first off. I didn't try to fight them. I'm just going to sit here and let them do their thing and just finish on the podium. And that's
Yep.
what happened.
That sometimes is the right thing to do. Doing nothing is the right answer. You don't always
Someone
have
goes
to
wide. I
be...
think that was BRZ that went wide
Oh, okay,
up
yeah,
the
BRZ
chicane.
still struggling with the track limits, but you don't always have to be risking everything.
Unless there's a championship fight and it's like you need to.
Sometimes you
But
do,
other than
yeah.
that, but if it's this at this point in the season, there's no need to take a risk. There's still a lot of points on the table.
T-Bone, do you read us from the cockpit? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just fighting back, bro, because we got dropped 5 seconds.
I'm
I'll bring
curious,
this start.
is there any mention of rain or anything on the way?
I'll check 1 second.
It
Hold
looks
on.
gloomy out there.
It really like
It
no sunlight.
changed.
Looking good for now, it says.
Looking good. Okay, we'll see.
I don't think so because the guy started on mediums. If it was gonna rain anytime, yellow flags.
Right.
It's like a Haas and a Kick Sauber and a Ferrari.
So some drivers have pitted recently, XOD being one of them. We'll see what kind of undercut he can get. XM as well going for that strategy. And
I
yeah,
think
you're
there was
right. I think
contact.
if there was rain, that it would be kind of a... Oh my
It'd be
god,
different
PRC.
tires. I think guys would be on
Really
like
looks gloomy.
hards. Yeah, I think the most are going to be on hards till it starts to rain if it was going to rain. But
And the top three are in. BRZ on bags got another penalty there. He's racking them up, and we're not even halfway still.
I
So
think right
that's...
now he finishes P7.
Yeah, that's going to take him
Yeah.
out of the race, especially if there's a safety car at the end, like we talked about. But all three going into the pit lane there, which will allow Clip Menzo to lead, going out a little bit longer, as well as Bella, Leader, and Zudi.
Clip Menzo takes the lead. Bella P2, 7 tenths behind. He's still there.
These drivers are really hoping for a safety car right now would be perfect. Maybe in a couple laps if you're T-Bone would be perfect. T-Bone trying to make that strategy work to recover from the rough start. There is a path forward. It just depends how things play out here.
If there is a safety car, I think it's going to involve that 83 XM group, that bottom, because they've been really like throwing shots at each other the whole race. Yellow flags, constant.
Oh, and looks like 83 and Dastardly are in the pit lane there. So more and more drivers going for that pit stop. What will Clip Menzo do on this lap? Will he go out one more lap? We'll see here. Nope. Bella is though.
I will say the undercut is very powerful around Imola.
And now Olive is going to be the first driver to kind of catch the drivers who have not pit yet. That's going to be T-Bone. Leader Liebeg and Menzo have pitted there. And then Zudi and Bella still out. DRS Maestro going for the move right at the end of the straight there. Just about committing, but not quite at the end.
If I'm Bella, I don't think Oliver isn't really catching. Hold on, let me go to what is it? Leader. Yeah, I don't think Oliver is really catching Bella too much. So I think if I'm Bella, I'll stay out and try to extend.
Yeah, you never know what can happen. Some fresher tires might be the key, might be a safety car. Olive has caught the back of T-Bone, which is going to put him in a little bit of a situation here because he's got DRS Maestro right behind him.
T-Bone on those hard, he's probably going to pit like lap 20. He made a mistake.
Olive goes for the move there, gets it done.
I think Zudi's on the hard tires is looking like a medium.
Oh, and Zudi gets a 3-second there. Unfortunate for him. Now Olive trying to get around Zudi as well. He needs to do so for his race.
Yeah, really needs to get past.
DRS Maestro just reeled it back in. There was a moment there where he could have got dropped, but now Zudi being on the track has pushed Olive towards him. And this will be very easy.
For Olive. Because DRS.
Very easy move for the lead. Lihava has dropped out of the DRS as well in that pit lane pit stop sequence.
Actually, 3 seconds for him. 12 seconds for penalties for Duke. He's pushing BSQ range.
Yeah, at that rate.
Yeah.
Yeah, majority people still at the 3, but now there is some 6s in there. BRZ with 9, and Dookie standing out with the 12 so far.
I think it's like 18 or 21.
Bella is still out on track here. BRZ up to 12.
BRZ with another one. Yeah, he's just driving for fun at this point.
Yeah. And a safety car would be devastating for him, but you never know. Everyone else has penalties too. Maybe it's not so bad.
I think right now he finishes P10 or P9 or P10 right now.
Bella has stayed out another lap here.
I think he needs to pit. He should have put at that lap.
Yeah, you're going to see that gap drop substantially as now Olive goes for the repass on DRS Maestro. These two are alone now. The net race leaders.
I think Bella's watching the stream because we told him to stay out a couple routes because they weren't really catching him. But they're in free air now, so they're gonna catch him. They gained 3 to 5 tenths in like 3 corners. So yeah, I would definitely pit this out.
Yeah, those rear tires. Those rear tires are gonna be screaming.
Yeah, they put a second in just a second.
So we have kind of spread out here for the most part. There's not too many trains or anything forming.
Bella's probably going to come out behind XOD in front of Menzo, maybe.
So does he go in now? I think he really should, but he does not.
Out. If a safety car comes out, he might be a genius.
Dastardly in the pit lane. Yeah. Oh, okay.
If a safety car comes out, he's a genius.
Well,
unless rain is actually coming.
Yeah, that's another thing too.
If rain comes, he pulled.
There's no threat.
No threat? Oh yeah, I can say that. He's definitely. He does have a 3-second penalty, so maybe he's just driving just cause.
XOD now trying to catch up to BRZ on bags. He will pass him with the penalties applied, but of course he wants to move further up.
Want that clean air. catch.
Oh, someone had a moment
T-bone.
there. Skied a bike? Or no, that was Dastardly's car, I think.
18 lap old mediums compared to T-Bone 17 lap old hards. Doogie Monker and P12 are 18 lap old mediums.
So some drivers pushing it. But we'll see where they end up when these pit stops are going to happen. I think at this rate, they're definitely going to have to do it under green flags. It's been a pretty clean race so far. Ever since those pit stops, we've really kind of separated. And Bella is staying out again.
I think he might be going on to the soft tire. Who knows? But those softs last 5 laps, and they're pretty much dead at that point. But
Solrak with another penalty. I think we just have to keep the penalties up now. It's going to be kind of the most substantial thing.
it's like putting in fastest laps, and when the wet qualifying is drying up, that's what it looks like.
So, the only drivers without penalties so far, the list is getting very small. T-Bone, Lihava, DRS, and Olive.
That's crazy. Less than 25% of the field has penalties.
Yeah, if T-Bone can keep those penalties away, get onto these mediums, fight back a little bit.
T-Bone can potentially finish in the top 5
Exactly.
if he doesn't get a penalty.
He could have a good
after
race.
having damage to lap 1. That's
his teammates right behind him on the fresher tires.
He's going to be a whole pit stop from P5.
Sorry, XOD, I had nowhere to go, dude. I'm pitting this lap, though. I'm pitting this lap.
T-Bone's in. He's been
T-Bone,
called in.
If I were you, I would
Oh.
just go soft and just absolute quality laps at the end. You have nothing. You have nothing to lose, honestly.
Softs ain't making that. If I catch a safety car, though, I'm looking nice.
BRZ is retired in the pit lane, though.
He did have 18 second penalties, so something like that.
So for now, I think we're just gonna kind of keep an eye on DRS and Olive. Bella's still out now, but the gap has come down 2.6 seconds only. It was 12 not that long ago.
Bella's still out on those mediums. He's 2 seconds in front of the Olive on first hards.
He's gonna drop a ton of positions here if he has to pit.
I'm gonna look at that now. Like, what's the gap? See, right now he comes out in P7, P6.
Okay, so he would still be in the hunt for the points, and he'd have the very, very fresh tires. And he's not in again, so he's staying out even further. And
He's
now,
definitely going soft. He's definitely going.
Yeah,
no
yeah,
way.
you think, right? And now the leaders are going to be right up his chuff.
That's with Bella because he wasn't too far off of him in the beginning. I think that 3 seconds made him do a different strategy.
3 seconds is pretty good right now.
compared to the whole lobby, yeah.
So now he's right there ahead of Olive, who will be the first kind of driver forced to maybe make a move here. You cannot stay behind a car with old tires for very long. If you are going for that race win, you just feel the pressure.
He's just letting them go. No need to fight that. His fight is with XOD, Menzo, and the leader right now.
It's tough to do that in Imola, though. Can't do that anywhere. And we see DRS lose a little bit of time there.
Yeah, if I'm DRS, I'm just staying. If I'm DRS, I would just stay. He got another 3 seconds. Yeah, that's gonna hurt him.
Yeah, that's 6 now.
XOD.
That's crucial. DRS is just out of DRS. Is he gonna sneak in?
Oh, he's in. I think he's in. He was 9
That was close. That could have been race over.
No, he doesn't have it.
Oh, okay. He's going to need the battery a little bit, I think, here. 12% right now for him, but only 6 for Olive.
I think he's going to throw her too far in there if he wanted to stay close. Neither of them have any battery, so yeah.
23 laps complete in progress. 22 laps completed here. Getting towards the end now. We're looking at a pretty spread out grid here. Lots of penalties.
Dookie marker with a pit stop worth of penalties.
He's going to get disqualified real soon if he's not careful. XOD had a moment there. I think he lost a position to Menzo.
Easy racing overtaking skater bike.
DRS Maestro just trying to stick with Olive. Olive trying to push him out of that 1 second window. Almost doing so, but again, DRS just clinging on to it. And now opening the DRS.
I'm not even burning my battery here. I'm just going to just put it in hot lap or medium and just let the DRS do his thing.
Yeah, he needs to save here.
I wouldn't even try to overtake. I would just sit behind him for the rest of the race until the last lap.
Yeah, that is ultimately the strategy, especially around here. It's a very long straight. So he just, I think, had to use a lot of it to get through or recover from Bella being in the way. So he's just trying to recover now, and he is doing so. He's trying to stick with Olive and be patient, and he could be in for the win. We will see.
Bella's still out right now.
And the field is spread out, so safety cars are not going to be very likely, at least for now, unless there's a really big accident.
The only close drivers right now are Skater Bike, AZ, and the top two. Everyone else is like 2 seconds or higher.
Yeah, yeah. And it's really kind of a math game to figure out all those penalties, which I cannot process right now.
I can tell you one thing, the bottom 10 are not scoring points. So.
Yeah, Solrak, Dookie, AZ Racing right now, ahead of the curve on the penalties front. Bella, is he going to go in finally? Is he going to put these tires to rest? No, he is not. Of course not, ladies and gentlemen. He's gone 24 laps. Why not make it 25?
I think Bella's guaranteed to have points by the end of this race. But I think I would just go for fastest lap and then get extra points. That's his best option.
He'll definitely have a good opportunity. His tires are going to be really fresh. He might pit on lap 30 for all we know.
At this rate, he might be behind Bone. At this rate.
And T-Bone is catching as well, Zudi, on the fresher tires now. And a lot of drivers ahead of him with those penalties, so you never know what's possible. There's a big gap to leader ahead of Zudi. Or sorry, XOD ahead of leader. But who knows, some positions could be up for grabs here. Oh, DRS Maestro again.
I wish Bella would have put it like 5 laps ago, because seeing that battle between XOD and Nexo and Bella would have been definitely a fight towards the end.
Yeah, he's definitely throwing the track position away here. He needs a safety car badly. And DRS Maestro just almost lost DRS there, but he got it again. But all of his pushing, he's making it hard for him.
Yellow flags. Oh, so Aston Martin, XOD off. Not XOD.
XM. Having a tough race there in P14. Was looking pretty good at the start.
I'm seeing blue flags. I don't know for what driver though.
Probably Dookie Monker.
Who's that Red Bull?
Or Solrak.
Yes, Solrak getting blue flags.
Ghost will activate, so he's not going to impede the drivers too much. He just might be kind of a visual impairment for now. Olive might get DRS off him, but you don't want to lose time trying to get it. And Solrak has pulled over. Oh, AZ Racing out of the session. That's in the pit lane, though. It's happened a few times this race.
It's like, I don't like when drivers like force safety cars, but some races it's like, oh my god, make one.
It'd be fun to get one now.
Oh, T-Bone, you would be dreaming if you got what you'd be.
T-Bone could finish on the podium.
Got one, yeah.
Bella finally in. DRS Maestro passing
My
all of
tires are
there.
fresh too.
If I'm DRS, I'm charging my battery here this whole lap. There's no need to, because I don't think Oliver's gonna underbrake at any point. He's in none too.
So 5 laps
Car
left
came out of the
here.
pits. This car came out of the pits.
Oh, is that going to cause some issues?
No.
No? Okay. I saw a bunch of cars come out there, or be at the same part of the track.
As predicted. Bella
was
comes back in
bidding.
7th.
So Bella and P7 now on those softs.
Yep.
He's going to be flying here, but there's a big
There's
gap.
that. If I'm leader, I'm just letting him by. There's no need to fight that.
Yeah,
At all.
exactly. There's a big
Yeah,
gap
yeah.
ahead as well, so it's going to be tough for Bella to really get higher up than that.
And leader Leebag is far ahead of Zudi to even have this trouble. Leader, if you're listening, bro, is racing. Don't let him pass, but don't make it too difficult.
And at the same time, the leaders are now exchanging positions. Tookie Monker has been disqualified due to penalty accumulation. 27 seconds it'll be, and it'll be no more.
It's not big out of safety car because he's retiring on track. But unless the AI going to pit lane. Oh, he just disappeared. That's interesting. I've never seen that before.
So Bella right on the back of leader here. This will be very easy down the straight. Now 12 seconds to cover in 4 laps. That's going to be tough. And a 3-second penalty deficit.
Leader tried to fight that. He burned all of his battery on the straight. That was unnecessary. Because like he's going to pull like 2 seconds on you on this lap alone.
So now literally the only cars, well, I guess leader's still with Bella, but the only cars close together right now are DRS and Olive.
DRS, stay behind. That's my only advice. Don't even use the battery.
It's a Star Cup champion, ladies and gentlemen. He's been here, he's done that. DRS looks like he's going for the move, but he needs to save that battery.
27 is going to get you nowhere. Oh, no, on that street, at least.
He wants to, put Olive under pressure. He doesn't want Olive to just be able to recharge. Olive right now is lower, but yes, he needs to get a lot of juice to really attack on that final run down the straight. That's going to be ideal. Bella, fastest lap.
They just lack
It keeps going. You would think Bella's going to have a pretty tight grip on that fastest lap point. And as things stand, I believe in the championship, if the race were to end just like it is now, I think Olive is really going to get close to the lead, if not be in the lead, behind Lihava. We'll see.
Right now?
It's Lihava right now. Bella's behind him.
It's Olive, isn't it? Or no, it's Lava.
I think it's Lihava, and then it's Lihava, Bella, Olive, I believe.
Olive's behind by Olive. What is that? 12 points. Yeah, I think he'd been in the lead by almost like 10 points or something like that.
DRS Maestro did make the move for first there. I wonder if Olive will do the same thing.
I wonder how many penalties or how many warnings that they have each.
You'd think they're right on the limit, just seeing how things are, but yeah, they could be managing that. Speaking
And if
of
that's
that,
the case-
T-Bone also staying consistent. 5 seconds now only to Zudi.
Right now, T-Bone is P8 currently.
Went to the back at the
Oh.
beginning, so
Back
it's
to the
kind of been a,
chicane. That's risky.
Wow, they are going for it here. That could have been race ending for Olive there. He was caught on the inside, but he stays with DRS Maestro now. DRS with slightly more battery, but Olive will have the DRS here on Mr. DRS. Will he go for the move or just kind of sit behind? Ideally, you want to be sitting behind, but sometimes you don't want to put it all onto the last lap,
DRS
last
left it
corner.
off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
DRS is, I think, realizing
Now
where
he's
he
gonna-
wants to be
yeah.
there. Big gap to Lihava behind. There will be no safety cars, so we are going to finish under green flag.
It's
good.
crazy how this field is so spread out.
Yeah,
I thought it
that's
was
pretty
I
nuts.
thought it'd be like a 5-way fight for the win. But
It was kind of looking like that in qualifying too. There was really a few groups of drivers close together, but the gaps between those groups were pretty large.
I guess trying to keep the car on track to play the role in that.
And there's a lot of penalties as well. We'll have to kind of see how it finishes. It's just too hard to really put all of it together. A lot of drivers up to 6 seconds now. But now we're on the final lap, the final run down the straight. This will be DRS Maestro's time to attack for the lead. And does he get alongside
Oh,
Olive?
that battery.
Dumping it down the straight. Olive has more. DRS has the DRS open.
Middle.
Olive blocking to the
Oh, he has to
left.
go.
Not making it easy.
A little bit of double movement there, not gonna lie.
Oh, and there's
And DRS is
contact.
round.
DRS Maestro. Unfortunate there. Olive defended that
Looked like
very
Olive-
hard.
Yeah.
Jordan, you
Yeah,
said
like
you
he-
mentioned you saw a double move there?
It looked like it was a double move on the straight.
Okay,
It
maybe
is a-
some...
It is a very snaky straight. It's not necessarily a straight, but you gotta try your best to stay on one side of the track at all times.
So we'll see how that plays out after the race. But of course, for now, Olive is in the lead, 7.5 seconds clear. And there is literally no other cars next to one another on track. Closest being XOD, 2 seconds and change, now dropping to Menzo. So we're just going to watch Olive and the rest of the field cross the line here. It's been a pretty chill one around Imola. Sometimes that happens. It's a tough track, really separates drivers sometimes.
This is a good redemption race for DRZ.
XOD
On DRZ. DRS. This should put him P4 in the championship.
nice XOD.
So Olive crossing the line. We're going to be sitting here for a while. Next up will be DRS Maestro, just missing out at the end there with that contact on the final lap. Lihava 10 seconds behind them. Looks like T-Bone has lost some time to Zudi there.
I would love to see DRS's.
Dude's got good
on board.
pace, man.
Now all these drivers have 6 seconds in penalties. So they might actually just finish as they are, because leader's kind of further back.
Yeah, he's 7 seconds off of Alphabella.
You can see how long this is taking just to finish the race here. My goodness.
Shut
leader
up.
leader into P7. And Zudi behind
Bike
him.
is all the way coming out of that chicane right now, so yeah, it's gonna be a minute. He has no battery. So he's just tiptoeing to the
T-Bone
line.
crossing the line in style
I did
there.
it, XOD got points.
10th place for T-Bone. Skeeter Bike now crossing the line. Out of battery completely.
You got the final spot, Fuego.
I think it was you, sir.
I got P9, I think.
I think you got 10.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
Nah,
if
you
you're
got
wrong.
P9.
Oh, P9. There you go. I read it wrong. Alright, so it might have been Fuego then. There we go, folks. Round 5 in the books.
Can we never race around here again?
No, I love it. It's actually it produces some good racing and a lot of good.
Yeah, it's fun.
Make some overtakes. And
Okay.
you see drivers that usually at the front have penalties, and some of the midfield guys can take advantage of it later on. But you got to be close.
Top
for that.
3, Olive, Maestro, and Bella. That's it.
Lihava to third. Watching the podium right now. Thank you to everyone watching, sticking it through to the end. Can't always have the crazy, bangers every week, but it was really still very exciting at the end there, or at the start there. There's a lot of moments to look into. BRZ was really throwing some punches out there. But anyway, it'll be Olive, DRS, Lihava, then Clip Menzo, XOD in P5, Bella in P6. Just staying out way too long, but
Dude,
that's kind of where he was
P8.
anyway.
That's new.
And yeah, shout out to Zudi, doing very well in P8, leader in P7, Bone in P9 as he said, and then Fuego, final driver to get points in P10, and then it's Skeeta Bike 83, Solrak XM, AZ, BRZ, Dashley, Purple Snack, the drivers who did not finish. XOD again misses out on his opportunity for an interview. That's okay. We heard
I
him the whole
really want to
race.
see. I really want to see DRS's
Maestro's in here.
straight.
Yes, so
Oh, yeah.
first,
He
we'll
is.
go to
I really wanna see
DRS Maestro. DRS,
up,
can you
man?
read me? Are you there?
I'm here, man.
How do you feel about the last lap incident there?
You're not allowed to make 5 double moves or whatever moves he was making in that last lap. There's no way somebody should be able to do that. If I make a move, you're not supposed to react to it. That's racing. If you're gonna lose a position, just let it go. You leave to fight for another corner.
There you go, folks. So Maestro clearly not happy with the driving there from Olive. And yeah, Jordan mentioned the double moves there, or maybe triple or quadruple. We'll have to kind of break that one down. But overall, still P2, still a good result. How was your race playing out before then?
Just as I wanted it to play out, just stay in the DRS and then live to fight for the last lap because I knew I had him the whole time. I was just trying to see my pace every time I passed him, and I did that easily.
All right, and then
I
another
felt like it
question.
was
Maestro.
point. I felt like it was
Maestro,
pointless to
if you have
fight
a
throughout
report,
the race.
Maestro, you could file it.
There
Oh
you
yeah,
go.
it's coming
No,
right
so
now.
I wouldn't necessarily say you didn't win the race yet or whatever, you know.
Yeah, we'll have to see there. It's coming in
Yeah.
hot,
What
ladies
was
and
the gap
gentlemen.
between? What
Sounds
was the
like
gap at
there's
the
some
end? Was
reports.
it 6 seconds?
I think it was about 6 or 7 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't know how far Maestro finished behind on track, but I would assume there's a
Six,
scenario where he wins too. So,
like 7 seconds, 6.9, something like that.
Yeah.
I guess it depends how bad it is.
Yeah, they're battling for the lead, and the incident happened. And then finally, my last question, Maestro. What were your thoughts on BRZ and Olive as well, fighting in front of you at the start there? Were you just kind of
I
hanging
was
back?
watching. Yeah, I was just hanging back, looking at it. I was like, "Oh God, something's gonna happen here."
Dude, I called it out from the get go.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna slow down and just watch from here.
Yeah, there was some big punches thrown there. All right. Thank you, DRS. Sorry that happened to you, but we'll have to see what happens with the post-race incident review. That report
Okay.
coming in hot, ladies and gentlemen. But for now, we're going to move to Lihava. Lihava, how are you, sir?
Uh, I'm okay, I guess.
Kind of a lonely race after you dropped out of the DRS there. What happened to you tonight? How'd it go?
Oh, yeah, this was not my best track. I knew it already before, so I was my only plan was like just do not get any penalties for the race, and probably there will be a safety car in the end, and maybe I will have some advantage of that, but it didn't happen. And the guys in front of me, they didn't actually have any penalties, so I'm happy. My
Yeah,
rival is
solid result.
Bella, so I was kind of more or less concentrating to race against him, as I, like considering the championship.
Right. Yeah, it's important to keep that in mind. Yeah, you mentioned the track limits. So was that just like kind of the main thing in your mind for the end there? Because yeah, it's very easy around here.
Yeah, it's it's really hard, and
Yeah.
I actually get two warnings. So the last stint, I just was focusing to keep my car between the white lines and trying to avoid the last warning.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, good job making it last. Uh, as you mentioned, all the people in front of you did the same thing, but you never know. They were probably very close as well. And we'll move on to the next. Is there anyone else in a booth here, Bone? I guess you're here. Any thoughts on the race, Bone?
I think something happened early with Solrak on the restart, so a couple of us got stuck like 5 seconds behind. Fuego Mal says Solrak tried to pass or something.
Oh, okay.
You know how that debacle goes. one guy
Yeah.
passes.
Yeah.
So it was kind of just an uphill fight the whole way. I think I was down in P20, so I came back for points.
Yeah.
Another safety car would have been amazing because I had no penalties, but all in all, I guess I can't complain considering, right?
I
Yeah.
want to say good race T-Bone. Like he got damaged from the first lap, came all the way through the field, finished what P9, P8.
Yeah.
Good drive.
Wasn't even that. It was just, once you fall 5 seconds back on the restart and you're out of that train, it's already not fast enough to begin with. So it was killer, but
You are personally my driver of the day because that's a
it
hell of a
happens.
comeback drive.
Thanks,
That's a
Jordan. Greg, another one.
that's a great point, Jordan. I'm gonna have to look at it again. But you might be right about that one. T-Bone going through the adversity in the end. If things played out his way, he would have been way higher, but that's just how it goes sometimes. And yeah, I think we're ready to move on from this one, ladies and gentlemen. Just wanted to say shout out to Jordan for joining me. Jordan, any thoughts, last minute thoughts before we close things out tonight?
The first
First
10
off,
laps were epic. Um, Great racing from the mid pack. Shout out to BRZ for coming back. Good drive until the incident and all the penalties, but nice to see him back on track. We will see who's the actual race winner by the end of the night, but that was a good race overall.
Perfect. Thank you, Jordan.
Greg,
Thank you for
can I
joining
just
me.
say quickly?
T-Bone, go ahead. Yes,
Yeah, I know
sir.
you guys gave me a driver of the day love. I also think you got to look at Zudi. I think he finished like P8 or
Yes.
something.
Oh,
Not
I
sure where he
forgot about
started, but
Zudi.
he was good
Yeah.
today. He had great pace, man.
Leader as well. Did a very good
And leader,
job.
Zudi and leader were really good, man. So yeah, you got to look at those guys too.
Lots to
Sure.
consider here. What is the next race? Let's just quickly cover that
Brazil.
off. Brazil next week. Always exciting around there for round 6. So we'll see what the result is at the end of the day. As things currently stand, Olive is moving to the lead, I believe, but we'll see how that math plays out. Looking forward to the rest of the championship, though, but that's been it for now and for this week. We will see you in a week's time, trackside at Brazil at Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as always. Thank you to everyone who's made it this far. And shout out to you if you made it to the end. That's going to be it for us. And we'll see you next week. Thank you. Have a good night.